Anger. There's a lot of things that make me mad, like bad weather, good weather, when my food's too cold, when I'm playing music but it's a feature so it skips my favorite part of the song. The list goes on. But today, we're talking about the things that make me irrationally mad. When people mouth their words at me and expect me to understand. Because at this point, we're not supposed to be talking, and now you're looking at me trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, and I could barely understand regular conversation, so now you're doing this. Then 8 times out of 10, I do understand you, but there's a good chance I have no idea what you're saying. So now I'm like, did they say their dog died, or did they say they need a car ride? And now look at us, because there's now two different answer choices I could pick, and they're drastically different. Spoons. I hate spoons. They're never right. Sometimes the spoon is too big. Sometimes the spoon is too small. Sometimes the handle is just funky. I hate spoons. I hate spoons. I think as a society, we should just use forks, and we'll be better off doing that. That being said, I also hate forks because when they do forks wrong, it's just like completely wrong. Maybe it's just improper manufacturing of silverware. Yeah, that sounds right. I hate improper manufacturing of silverware. It makes me mad. Fix your forks and your spoons and your sporks. When it's dead silent and then the AC decides to turn on, that's not the part that irritates me. It's the part that it turns on and it makes the most horrific noise it can possibly think of. It's just dead silence and it's only plastic or paper plates. Well, that in itself doesn't irritate me. It's when you're holding it and it decides to break. Like the edge decides to break completely. Because why would you do that? Like your job is to hold stuff and you decide to crack. Like do your job, bro. What do we even buy you for if you can't just hold stuff? Do better. When people get praised for their bare minimum, this makes me sound like a hater, but hear me out. Holding a door open for an elder is a bare minimum, but some people will act like you did something so great and praise you for it, when in all honesty, everyone should be doing this. It's like everyone's so used to shit that when they see someone do something average, they praise the guy. Which, I mean, sure, good on you for being a good guy, but why are we celebrating this and not shaming others to start acting like the average? Praising average is what make nice guys or pick-me's. They're just used to average, so when they're average and not praised, they're like, shit. So, I don't know if this makes sense. Maybe a better example is like when dads get praised for being there for their kids, like that isn't their job. I understand that dads are like statistically they're less, but we shouldn't be praising the bare minimum. How about we shame the absent parents? That'll fix the problem way quicker. When your blanket is too stiff, or like when your blanket used to be fluffy and now it's not fluffy anymore, so now you have to go to buy a new blanket that's fluffy, and now you're just wasting money and you think, oh, maybe if I put it in a washing machine, it'll get fluffy again. No, it won't. It'll just stay stiff forever. Like, what do I buy you for? Some people will say loud talkers make them irritated, and I understand that. However, what makes me irritated is quiet talkers, because I don't like repeating myself, so I can imagine how other people won't like repeating themselves. I don't know, you're forcing me to be like, huh, 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 over and over again, and now I just feel like a bad person. It's not your fault that you have a quiet voice, but I need you to like speak up, bro. I can't hear. I have bad hearing. I'm also not like great at reading lips, as we mentioned, so now we're both struggling, and now I just look like a dickhead. I hate when people will see my beautiful organized stuff and decide to unorganize it. Like, they're not doing that to be spiteful. They're trying to help me out. Like, oh, I got you this, so I just put this in your room. What? You ruined my room. I mean, I appreciate the gift you got me, but you just ruined my whole setup, bro. This is not how. Oh my god. And now I have to go out my way to redo the whole thing, and this counts because it makes me irrationally mad because I appreciate the gesture, but I'd rather you just give it to me so I can organize it. But now I gotta redo everything. Like, why would you do this to me? Overbearing perfume. I don't think I have to explain myself, but it just always gives me a horrendous migraine. Please stop wearing this. Having to clear my throat in public because sometimes you just gotta sneeze or cough, but I'm not gonna cough in public because then everyone's gonna turn around and look at me, and that's like 10 times worse. However, what's worse than coughing in public is having to clear your throat 24 different times. But hey, at least no one's looking at you. The word moist. Yuck! I hate hearing it. I hate seeing it. It's an icky word. I hate when you use grease and now your plate is ruined because no matter how much you clean that plate, the grease is still there. If you understand, you understand. Mechanical pencils, but not the mechanical pencil itself. It's the lead that's in it because every single time I use it, somehow the lead is always broken into like 1/5. So now every time I write, the lead starts to disappear. I have to pull it out and then use another 1/5, and it's just a very long, tedious process. the algorithm makes me mad because you're telling me I clicked one video by accident about, I don't know, like green sunflower seeds. And so now my whole For You page is just green sunflower seeds. Like, man, I can understand if I watch 5 different videos about green sunflower seeds. But I did not, so stop showing me this. That's how we're going to wrap up the video because we just have to wrap it up. Bye!